Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am running for the position of senator for the upcoming 2016 elections. You may be wondering, why am I running for the position of a senator? But wonder no more, because I am here. With me, your vote won't be wasted. I am the perfect candidate for a senator because I will be the one of the very few senators who will make our country prosperous as ever without stealing money. In my term, I will eradicate all forms of corruption within the government, and I will swipe away the poverty in our country.
They say, don't waste.
Corruption is the one thing that prevents the Philippines from becoming the best country in the world. It is the major factor in our country's decline. There are many corrupt government officials in the government before and as of today. One former corrupt government official was the former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. In 2010, when President Gloria's term as president was about to end, she was accused of robbing millions and millions of pesos from the government. It totaled up to $2.2 million. You see, this is what our corrupt leaders do. They just get money. They don't help other people or give money to the poor. Another example of corruption was the previously known and famous as the pork barrel scam. Many government officials are in this. Because of this pork barrel scam, neither one of us can even help the poor. There are many ways to oppose, eliminate, and destroy this major factor that is raging in our society, country, and government. This major factor is called corruption. The one thing, the precious one thing, is to vote wisely. You as the people who choose our leaders should be responsible for that. You should not give in to vote buying. Because if you give in, you're selling our country for the worst. There is two choices, or two pathways as I want to say. First, you're not only getting money from the government official, they're getting money from all of you. Not just you, not just your family, but all of the Philippines. We, the people, pay taxes so that governments may industrialize the Philippines. You chosen not a good government official, but you were bribed. And that's not good. Second thing is, when you give in to vote buying, you're selling our country to other people. They do not help us. They just get their money, and when they're caught, they're gonna hide their money, our money that we work hard on, and they just sit there and just get our money. If I am elected as the senator, I would professionally, very professionally, make a group called the Anti-Corruption Group. And in the government official, I shall find out who is corrupt, and we shall destroy them and force them out of their position. This is the way to deal with corrupt government officials who have destroyed our country. We will raise our voices so those corrupt government officials will be no more. We, the people, have the right, have the freedom to impeach anyone who we think is credible of corruption. And if you vote for me, I will make sure that the one you suspect will be impeached. And I'll make sure that I will not be one of those, because I am not a big fan of corruption. I do not like to use your money for the worse. The second and last issue that I'm going to cover for today is poverty. Do you know there's a relation between corruption and poverty? Because of corruption, there are more poor people in the country. Without corruption, there will be no poor people. The funds dedicated to the poor people will be given to the poor people. Not like when it's corruption, the rich, corrupt government official will just get it and never give it to the needy ones. Poverty is raging another factor in this country. Because of the many government officials that are corrupt, there are many needy people on the streets with no shelter, no food, no clothes, and no money. We can learn a thing from this. It's called donate to the poor. If I was a senator, my first campaign or my first project will be I will make a fundraising to the poor. Do you know that needy peoples make and do dirty stuff just to get money? We can help them for a change. If I become senator, all the funds that I get, I'm gonna give it to the poor. And I'm not gonna leave a single cent with me. My allowance or my salary from the government, I'll give half of it to the poor. We should give our money to the poor, not all, but some. That's a way of showing respect to fellow human individuals who are loved. We should help our fellow brothers, our fellow comrades, to be the number one country in the world. So, in conclusion, if I am allowed to be a senator, in my turn, I would eradicate corruption, eradicate poverty, and make this country a better place to live in. Because if I made it a better place to live in, many people from around the world will come and live with us in this country. And thanks to that, we will become the number one tourist attracting country in the world. And that is my number one dream. For the Philippines, the low-ranking country, to be the number one tourist attracting country in the world. That is what I'm going to achieve if I'm going to become a senator. Thank you.